Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of My Hobby and another repair video thing. So here we go with the Class 45XX. I hope that's what it is. I mean, I usually go off on the numbers. You know, 45 just means 4500, 45XX, however you want to call it. I am sure that I'm going to get corrected in the comments if I'm wrong. So let's see how she works. Well, I'm sure you've seen the video by now of will they run. That's full power and it's not the best, but I reckon it could be better. I mean, half power, which is there, that's a crawl. So I'm sure that a good clean out of the insides, polish on the wheels, she should be much better. You know, there should be a noticeable difference at least. So, let's get to the bench and see what we can do.
Okay, so here we go again. Here we go again. My, how can I resist buying locomotives? Someone turned that into a full song. So, obviously this was just a standalone locomotive, so there's no instructions with it. I think, is the camera glitching? Yeah, it is, isn't it? I thought put it in the shade, well, out of the direction of the light, it might. Yeah, it's just ever so subtle. I apologise, but, well, there's definitely the body retaining screw there. At least I freaking hope it is. And not the screw that holds the universe together. Looks like it is, yep. And that drops away. Then I guess, yep, there's one at the back. So remove the front and rear ponies. Well, bogie and pony. Bogies lead, pony trucks follow. Pony trucks are at the back. Oh, can you hear that wind? Right, so that's with that, that's with that. Just put stuff, try and keep stuff together. James May has a philosophy of make yourself a little diagram of parts. So like that's for there's the front body screw, there's the rear body screw. I'm putting those two together so I know that those are the screws for the body. The screw for the front bogie and the rear pony I put together, so you keep everything together. So now I should be able to lift this out. Okay, so just give it a little bit of a wiggle. There you go. Bob is your teapot. So can we remove the weight? Should be able to. It looks like it's just a regular weight which is in there. Alright, we'll get onto that in a minute. So the body doesn't really need much of a clean, but I'll do it anyway. The handrails are a tiny bit rusty. Now, normally I'd take that off, put it in the ultrasonic cleaner for half an hour or 20 minutes, and that usually sorts that. There we go. But instead, I'm actually going to leave them as extra detail. I really apologise about the flickering on this camera. I mean, I could do that, but I don't know how well you're going to see it. No, it's not too bad for the camera. I apologise about the ringing in the background. That's my dad's phone. So just, I don't know if this is just it should be just a pull away magnet, or at least it's yeah, hold on, I think if I remember correctly, Yeah, like that. It's that, yeah. There we go. That's the motor lifted out. And now I think we need to prise. Well, we don't really need to take the magnet out, but I will do anyway. So again, just like last time, take the wheels and just turn them with your finger. Feel for any tight spots. That's feeling okay. I mean, I think there's a bit of wheel wobble on that middle wheel. Now, these Limas, they're just as easy as the old Hornby tender drive locomotives. You just take the brushes out, take off the plate, soak the brushes and the springs in a bit of contact cleaner, and polish up the commutator while they're soaking. There you go. The brushes came out immediately, and they have got plenty of meat on them, as we say in the business. So again, just try and keep all your stuff together. I hope you guys appreciate this, because I prefer to work with that light, but it makes the camera glitch. There should be a way of like turning down the brightness of it, but I don't know how. Okay. This might have to end up being a two-parter, I think. There we go. Ooh, commutator's actually not too bad. So there's your commutator. It's made of brass. And your brushes are made of carbon, and they touch the commutator. And that encourages power. It's really simple once you get to know it. I mean, I remember when I first started, it was quite daunting, to be honest. You know, because as soon as I got like triangle locomotives and Hornby tender drives and Bachmann and mainline locomotives, I've dabbled with a lot of locomotives in the past. I mean, you can see on the channel how many locomotives I've dealt with. And, you know, we all have to start somewhere. So if you're out there and you're the kind of person that's, you know, you've got your own model railway fleet, but they're not working, or at least they're not working the same as they were when you got them, then maybe these videos might help you. Once you've taken one apart and serviced it, you can do it to any. You can always find instruction sheets on the internet, or you can just watch Double O Bill's videos, and he's very in depth with what he does. You know, he'll get his the camera in. You know, the microscope. Not microscope, what's the... So he's able to do close-up shots so you can see where problems are. And there we go. Make sure that commutator is as clean as you can get it. There is a nice shine bouncing off that, which is what you want. So this is pretty much now a straight reassembly. I mean, the plate on this doesn't look too bad. So I will give it the old college try. You know, just make sure it's as clean as can be. It doesn't look too bad. It could have been worse. I've had worse, to be honest. and then it'll only really go on one way. So just make sure of that. And then because we've got our thing, our geography of parts, we know that the screws that we need are these two. Okay, so that's the motor pretty much serviced. These ones are really nice to work with. Anything with a commutator that you can brush like I just did there. If you get a model and you can do that with it, it's nice because it's easy to tell when it needs a service. Brushes and springs can be a bit fiddly to put back in, and this is another thing that that's often a good thing, the brushes falling out. That means that they're not stuck in there, that they're not too gunked up. So we'll just get that, line that up, push down, and Bob's your teapot for that one. Now the other spring, which sometimes can get stuck to the magnet, so be sure to check that. Be sure to check where you last had it and check the floor as well, which I will do right now, because you know, springs, they're round, they can roll off. And there's that. Just try and, this is why you need to keep stock of everything, guys, so you know where stuff is. You me, I'm just moving back just to look on the carpet to see if I can find that spring. Now, it's not the end of the world, because as I said, I do keep spares. Whether I've got the right one or not remains to be seen. That one should do it. No, that's not springy enough, it's not taut enough. Got these springs in here and they're a bit too long. No then. Right, so we'll leave this video here. And off camera, I will get those wheels and pickups cleaned up and anything straightened up that needs straightening up. I will find that spring and then we'll come back and reassemble it. So we'll catch you then.